Okay, let's begin some painting here. Let's start with the inner frame parts. And I'm actually thinking of doing 2 different tones of the metallic for the inner frame. First, I'm going to begin painting using flat silver. And this will be an overall spray. Depending on where I'm going to do it. And right now I'm using the TimberTech airbrush. Maybe this is because it is a little By the way, I did buy quick release attachments, but because I didn't feel like removing it from the old compressor, I may end up going back to the other compressor. But the attachment that I purchased, even though it connects, there is a bit of air leakage coming out of the device. So what I did was, and this is the newer part that I purchased, but this block here, the actual male connector, is from the older airbrush that I removed, so I could put it on this TimberTech. You get everything. Let's take care of this big boy. I'm going to do a slow pass, not full blast. Well, I got to get a fan here for a second. You gotta do both sides. Well, this airbrush is good. I'm not complaining here. This is a great airbrush. And the compressor kicks in every now and then, but it's nice and quiet, not as loud as my other one. good. I'm gonna wait until the other side dries before I can grab the other side, and then I will then paint the other side with the leg. Oh, ran out. Wow, that was quick. Okay. I still have more inner frame parts to continue, so let me refill the reservoir a bit on the brush, and we'll continue on. Okay, so I'm going to start working on some smaller parts before I move on to bigger ones. And was going to begin with the yellow. However, I'm going to give it another color tone first before I apply the yellow. So I'm going to paint it orange. See how this looks. I'm just going to give it, a light coating over it. Let me zoom in a little bit better so you guys can see this. Right now, don't have to use a lot of orange, just a little bit on certain parts here and there. Especially something like this. V-fins, it's going to be interesting to do, painting it with the orange and the yellow. And if I mess up, well, guess what? I have a spare. And then I'll have to choose the lesser of two, one that's better than the other. But a lot of the yellow is detail areas that goes through the armor. There's not that much overall parts. There are parts like these that, unfortunately, it's just this little area here. And you're tempted at painting the whole thing, the one color, but it's just one little area. Which is annoying as hell, but you gotta take care of that. And this one is actually the back part of the thruster on the back leg, and it's only this little trim area that's yellow. Well, orange right now. Let us not forget. Oh yeah, this little part here, the part of for the V-fin anyway. Yellow too, but orange. Okay, I got a few more to do, so let me finish it up. I won't start on the yellow yet. I'm going to wait until it dries, and then we'll move on to the next color. Okay, I'm going to begin painting the dark color tones. I'm going to start with the black, number 2. And I definitely want to do 2 tones with this, but the black is going to be different. But first we need to paint the black, so let's do this. Let's get something a little bit bigger. The wing. Do light coverage first. It's nice and smooth. The other part of the wing. I honestly don't know how much of this inside of the wing is going to show off during the transformation phase. So you have to anticipate all angles of this part. Beam rifle parts right here. Alright, let's be honest here. With the compressor that's running right now, is it better? Is this compressor better with the sound are you hearing right now compared to my old Fortress compressor? Remember, because that one was a little loud, but it didn't kick in a lot because the tank here is a little smaller than the Fortress. Because honestly, it's this what is it, the AG426 Ergo compressor is very well, all thought out, and it's very quiet. It's very sensible. Just a little knocking, like very little knocking sounds as it's filling up the tank. But yeah, the compressor and the Timber Tech airbrush is knocking out of the park for me. Seriously, it is. I'm liking it. And I'm running out of black. Alright, let me fill up the reservoir again. I have a few more blacks to go. Parts, that is. And then we'll move on to the next stage.